All right, well, I'm back here. I just want to say hello.
Evan.
You guys remember me? I thought I'd come back for Soul Plates. We do this every Thursday morning, and even though I was out in the field doing the energy audit stuff, I got to come back here and tell you about Seven Bridges Farm in Lima. Jerry and Ms. Betty joined us out there at Seven Bridges Farm, and wait till you see what they did with the cows. I have never seen cows react this way, but when you're cooking their tails, apparently they get a little nervous.
I'm the cow whisperer.
The cow whisperer, is that right?
I don't think I've ever heard you
say
say that, though. I've never seen cows react this way.
Wait till you see the video. We're cooking oxtails again with Jerry and Miss Betty.
Okay, Miss Betty.
Yes, Jerry.
We are still out here at Seven Bridges Farm.
Yes, we are.
All natural beef cattle.
Yes.
200 head of them.
Yes.
Some pigs, chickens out there. And we're going to continue our study on the oxtail.
Yes.
Okay? Beautiful cut of meat. So we want to be liberal with our salt and pepper.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to throw that all over there. All right, and we're going to sear these up nice, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, typically I would do about, 4 pounds of these,
yes,
okay?
Right,
but
right.
just to show what we're doing here, I'm going to show how we sear these up. All right, so I'm going to come over here. I've got a little bit of olive oil in my pan, okay? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to coat this with flour. And that's just going to kind of sear it in nice. It also will help thicken our gravy. And that sizzles good.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. And we'll get a good sear on that. Give that just about a couple minutes on each side. We'll roll it around, and then we're going to build our juices for it. So we're going to do a little mirepoix, okay, which is typically our carrots, our onions, our celery. I'm going to leave the leaves right in. There's a lot of flavor right there in those celery leaves. Okay, so we're going to get that going. Okay, we're going to chop up our carrot. And I can rough chop this because it's going to go in that braising liquid.
Yes.
Okay? And I got my onions already done up. All right, so we're going to give our oxtail a little spin here. Thank you.
Yes. Get them braised up.
Beautiful. I'm going to deglaze my pan with a little red wine.
Okay.
Actually, quite a bit of red wine. I'm going to pour that right in. We're going to get that up to a boil. The red wine's going to reduce a little bit.
Yes.
Okay? And while that's going on, I'm going to put my mirepoix right in there. Okay? We're going to put our onions, our carrots,
yes,
our celery. Let me just grab that. Okay? Our celery in there like that. I'm going to grab a couple of bay leaves. Okay? And then what I've got here is I've got just some pasta sauce that I made up.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to top this off with some pasta sauce because this is going to be a pasta dish.
Yes.
So we're going to add that in. Now, much like your Jamaican recipe, the secret to great oxtail,
yes,
low and slow, girl.
Low and slow.
We're going to put this, we're going to cover this with some foil.
Yes.
We're going to put this in the oven 3.5, 4 hours maybe.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Well, let's do that. Hello, boy.
While the soul plate is in the oven, Jerry, Ms. Betty, and Burrita from the farm head out to visit the cows. And Jerry and Ms. Betty have some advice for them.
I would just leave here.
All right, boys, listen, here's the deal.
Yes.
At midnight, we're going to load up and get out of here. Otherwise, tomorrow, it ain't looking so good for you guys. What, you like this? This is leather. Holstein. Look familiar? This was your cousin last week. Yeah. No, chicken.
Then back inside after about 3 hours.
As I pull out my oxtail, okay? I get this out. And you can see all the different sizes of the oxtail because the closer you get to the end of the tail, smaller it gets. You got it.
Yes.
All right, so now we get all our veggies in there and everything. Now what I do with this is I put all this right in the refrigerator 24 hours later, out of the fridge. See how the fats all come to the top of this?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to just pull that away. Okay? And you want to pull that away because down underneath, that's what we're going to use for our sauce.
Okay.
All right, now I'm just going to scoop this out of here. Carrots, onions, everything. Leave it right in.
Yes.
All that great flavor.
Yes.
What you don't want in there is the bay leaves because they are a little sharp still. Okay, we're going to throw that in there. Okay, I'm going to take my oxtail, which is just going to fall right off the bone for me. Okay, and I'm going to pull the meat apart. Okay, and I'm going to put the meat, well, right in there. Okay, this is all great lean. It's all been cooked down.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to grab all of our oxtail. This is about 4 pounds of oxtail. Take all the meat, and it just pulls right away from the bone. I'm going to put it all right down in there in our sauce. and we're going to heat this up.
Yes.
And while we're heating this up, we're going to cook one of my favorite pastas.
Okay.
Miss Betty, one of my favorite pastas,
Yes.
bucatoni. Great little
What's the
things.
difference?
Right here, they're like little tube noodles, okay? Now this is a number 12. Typically I'd like a number 6, which is way fatter. It's got the hole through the middle, okay, but I couldn't find any of that this time. But this is beautiful. It's dried pasta from Italy. I love funky pasta shapes. Okay, we got our pasta water boiling pretty good. We want to salt the water real good.
Really?
You want to taste the salt of the ocean in your pasta water.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to put about a half a pound in there. This is about 5 minutes for al dente, and that's how we like our pasta.
Yes.
Okay, we'll let that cook down for 5 minutes. Meanwhile, while that's cooking down, we've got our oxtail
Yes.
meat pulled apart.
Yes.
We've got our sauce in there. We're bringing that up to a heat, and we'll get it going. I'm going to take my pasta. I'm going to put that right in my saute pan. I'm going to make sure I get some of that good pasta water in there, because that actually will act as a little thickener. Plus, you want that starchiness,
Right.
and you want that saltiness.
Yes.
And this is going to be just a beautiful thing. So that was easy to get all that out with our tongs. Not a problem. Okay. Now I'm going to pour just a little bit of the sauce over top like this. Okay.
Oh my goodness, that look good.
Yeah. And we're just going to saute this around a little bit just to get our noodles a little moist. Man down.
Man down.
We're going to throw our oxtail ragu right over the top, Miss
Yes,
Betty.
Yes, Jerry.
Look at that. All right. We're going to clean up our plate just a little bit.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to add to this a little bit of Parmigiana. Freshly ground, of course.
Yes,
And
yes.
I'm going to add some fresh basil.
Making me hungry.
Oh, now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to rip up some basil leaves.
Okay.
Okay? Oh. Huh?
Smells good.
You don't look Italian.
It's in there.
Oh, it's in there.
It's
All right.
in there.
All right. Miss Betty, that is red wine braised oxtail
Yes.
with bucatini. This is awesome.
Let's eat.
And look how gorgeous that is there. We couldn't figure out if it actually is bucatini or bucatoni, the pasta.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
But okay.
Well, you say both, though, apparently.
He did, but I have to ask because that was so thick. I've never had pasta like that here. You know where I had pasta like that? In Tuscany, back in April. It's like the local pinchi, the fresh, thick stuff.
Beautiful.
Where do you find it here?
In Rochester, you can go to Fairport at Lombardi's, and they carry a big list of pastas, and they have that shape there.
So they kind of go off the beaten path a bit there.
Yeah, they got some amazing things, and we could do a show from there sometime. It's cool.
Lombardi's, are you listening?
Give us a
for
call.
you, yeah.
Hey, Miss Betty, so last week it was your recipe.
Yes.
What'd you think of Jerry's recipe?
I loved it. Different.
Yeah, different, a little leaner. Miss Betty's last week, she did kind of a Jamaican oxtail.
Yes,
and a lot
Spicy.
of fat, the juices stayed on. Jerry's, yours was leaner. Why?
Well, mine was leaner because I actually removed the fat and pulled the meat directly off the bone and put it on there, because I kind of saved what I wanted to use for
So
the
you're
pasta itself.
A little
the
more
ragu.
selective on cooking it down.
Miss
that
Betty's
way.
had all the fat in it plus the curry. Both are delicious.
Yeah, and next
Both are
week, Burrita from Seven Bridges Farm has, she's doing a beef brisket, and it is going to be fabulous. So thanks very much. I'm going to go.
Yeah,
You
but
got the business.
I'll have your local headlines when we come back.